Hello and God bless you. Welcome to Wisdom Brook Media. My name is Emeka Isaac, and this is a place where we dive into God's Word, uncover powerful biblical truths, and grow in faith together. If you desire to grow spiritually, understand the Bible deeply, and apply God's wisdom to your daily life, then you are in the right place. Join me as we explore faith, purpose, and biblical principles that will transform your life. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Thank you. Good day, viewers. I'm very happy and excited to be doing this video this moment. Today I want to talk about the 3 stages of life. In 1 Chronicles chapter 12 and verse 32, the Bible said something about the sons of Issachar. It said these people had the understanding of times to know what Israel ought to do. Now, these people knew what Israel ought to do because they had the understanding of times. And this is the reason why I'm sharing with you the 3 stages of life, so that you have understanding of times, so that you will know the season that you are in and how to relate with that season. The understanding of time will help you prioritize your life, will help you do the things you ought to do, will give you a sense of direction, a sense of urgency, and a sense of fulfillment. So quickly, let me dive into the 3 stages of life. First, we have the childhood stage. Like in our natural world, if you give birth to a child, they don't become youth overnight. There's what they call the childhood stage. And during this stage, the child develops, the child grows, the child learns a lot of things. Alright? Then we can classify that to mean the morning stage of life. That is the early stage of life. That is the time that determines every other thing that happens in your life. So a lot of people are not fulfilling their life's purpose and destiny today simply because they misunderstood the times. What they ought to do in the morning, they are doing it in the afternoon. While some what they ought to do in the morning and in the afternoon, they are doing it in the evening of their life. So the 3 stages of life, it can be classified into morning, afternoon, and evening, and also into the childhood stage, the youth stage, and the old stage. So the childhood stage, the morning stage, is the time for learning. This is the time where you have to learn, you have to acquire knowledge, you go to school, you pursue your career. It is not the time for chasing irrelevant things. It is not the time for chasing things that are not going to be helpful to your life, things that are not going to be beneficial to your life. It is the time to build yourself, to equip yourself for your future. So if you're between the ages of, let me say, 18 and 30, you are still in your morning stage. So this stage is for development. This stage is for growing yourself, developing your life, working on yourself to become a better you. Then once you cross the age of 30, you have entered your afternoon stage, which is your youth stage. And this is the stage where you begin to implement. It is a time of action. You begin to use the knowledge you've acquired, the training you've acquired in school, all the things you were able to accumulate, the knowledge, your understanding, you begin to use them. And this is a stage where you test things, you test your knowledge, you test your understanding, you test your progress, and you begin to grow. This is the stage of acquisition. acquire things with the knowledge that you have. It is the stage of fulfillment. It is the stage of fulfillment. So at this stage, you have to walk. It is the walking stage. You have to walk. You have to use those knowledge that you acquired during the morning stage. Now, in this afternoon stage, this is the time where you have the energy, the capability, the ability to do some work. And if you remember, Jesus said, He said, I will do the work of Him that sent me while it is day. He said, for the night cometh when no man can walk. The night He was talking about is the last stage, which is the old stage. That's the time where you can no longer walk as you used to walk. You have the knowledge, you have the experience, but you don't have at that moment. You will not have the energy. You will not have the energy. You will not have the ability to do the kind of work you would do or you were doing during your afternoon stage. So in this stage, it is called the mentoring stage. This is when you now begin to develop leaders, develop people, build, invest your knowledge in the next generation that will take over from you. So with this understanding, I want you to look at your life and ask yourself, what stage am I now in my life? What stage of my life is this? And how am I expected to live my life?